Hi there, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I actually have my camera girl there, hidden, so say hi to him. I wanted to talk about, well, go into my collection a little bit, and today was a big day for me. I actually got one of the holy grails that I've been looking for. And if you saw my last video, then you know that it's the actual Mystery Machine Scooby-Doo set that I've been wanting for ever. Me and my better half. She's actually a bit of a collector herself. She collects some movies as well, so it's a double-edged sword sometimes when you got two collectors in the house, but it's great. Before I moved out here to St. John's, I had a modest collection, and of that modest collection, I sold off almost everything to get out here. Basically, I was gonna go to work, get back in school, start over, and I met the most wonderful woman, and that's where I met today. So we're going to look at some of the stuff and give you a little idea of some of the stuff that really meant a lot to me, and why. When I first got out here, I didn't have very many DVDs in my collection. My very first paycheck, I was working at a call center that I didn't like, but the pay was great. And the very first thing that I picked up from that paycheck was at a CD Plus, which no longer exists now. It's a company that's gone out of business. Was this Lone Ranger 75th Anniversary Collector's Edition. And as you can see, it's pretty stacked with stuff. I've done unboxings of this before, but if you guys haven't seen it and you want to see it, I can do another one down the road. It's one of my favorites. I've been able to find a lot of stuff I like. And if you look and you can see this shelf here, can you see this one here? A lot of my favorite shows are right here that I grew up with. G.I. Joe, Transformers, watching Transformers Beast Wars when my son was younger. We used to watch this together. I was a big Power Rangers fan. My better half loves Farscape, a great series. Star Wars I grew up with. I saw them on theater. Of course, Boris Karloff's Thriller is one of those shows that I was just epically into. And we recently were able to get The Saint, which was a big one for us. A couple years ago up in Ontario, I found this from my better half. This was her favorite show. And although she lives over in Morocco and I lived here in Canada, we both had seen Persuaders, a great show with Roger Moore and Tony Curtis. We have a love for British shows. The original Prisoner. Dina DVDs has a really great edition of this, actually, as the Blu-ray. The Avengers, which I think TJ has like 2 or 3 versions of this one, and he actually thought of getting the 3rd one just to have it. Blake 7 was a favorite series of mine along with Doctor Who. And to be able to find the entire series was incredible. Along with, one of the great finds was my Space 1999 17 DVD mega set for $5 at a sci-fi convention, unopened. And most recently, kind of the cheesy fun thing, was Buck Rogers, something that me and I grew up on and my better half got to discover later on. But as for the biggies, the biggest thing in many ways in my collection has got to be the Dark Shadows, the complete original series. If you have the money to put on something like this and you're a big fan, I strongly recommend it. I had no idea that the Dark Shadows series was coming to me. It was a dream to get, and I was surprised. Blind Dead collection, my Universal Monsters coffin set with the incredible 3D edition. There's just so much that I love about collecting, and so many things that I want to show you guys, because you know what, I just feel really passionate about that today, and I'm in a really good mood to do this. People wanted to see more videos of me moving around, so you get what you wish for. Up here on Halloween, about 2 years ago, I picked up the Friday the 13th Masks limited edition set. It's still my go-to set. I haven't seen the need to pick up the Blu-ray set yet. I'm kind of hoping for a nicer looking Blu-ray set to come out, but I may have to budge on that one down the road. The same day, I went from Walmart to Best Buy and I found this, the complete Scream collection. Still, the only real way to get these movies is in this set. It's just incredible. I was able to get things like my tin of King Kong, one of my favorite all-time movies when I was a kid growing up. I just was amazed at how realistic King Kong looked to me. Willis O'Brien did a great job. I kind of wonder how Willis O'Brien felt down the road when he saw Harryhausen doing what he was doing, but doing it better. That's got to be kind of a double-edged sword. When I came to St. John's, I didn't have a Criterion. I knew what Criterion was through seeing some Laserdisc, but I never bought a Criterion before in my life. Actually, my better half bought me my first Criterion. And it came an addiction from there. And now I've got a few of them. I've actually got another one coming tomorrow. My Scream Factory stuff was just an offshoot of Roger Corman that I collected. My better half loved the movie Piranha, so we picked up the movie Piranha. It was on the Roger Corman set. And from there, we started collecting the Roger Corman DVDs that came out. That Shout Factory were doing. And then I got some Mystery Science Theater stuff. And it hit me that Shout Factory, Rhino, it was an evolution. From there came Scream Factory, where one of my strongest amounts of my collection came from. And Arrow. Just incredible stuff that I really, really enjoyed getting. And don't forget, guys, if you haven't entered the contest yet, this Criterion can be yours. Sealed, fantastic. I want this one myself. I almost hope nobody's going to enter the contest and I better keep it, but I'm really glad people have. So let's go over here. Doctor Who was the show that defined me a lot when I was growing up. I was into acting, directing, and for most of my young life I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be the first Canadian Doctor Who. I figured we're close enough to British, I could do that. Doctor Who got cancelled the year that I graduated from high school, and I changed my major from dramatic arts to journalism. But my love of Doctor Who never ended. And due to that fact, I now have the Shelf of Who. It's completely ever-growing. My last one was Genesis of Daleks, my very favorite episode of Doctor Who. And I mean, I love when I find passion and passionate people about this. And I gotta say again, this kid here that makes movies like Billy and Whorehouse and stuff like that, he makes me happy to be a collector, because it's awesome to see people really finding that love of themselves. And this is what this video is all about. Not just to show off my collection, but to show off my passion and my love for this stuff. My better half grabbed me The Man from U.N.C.L.E., the complete series. Another one I love, and I've watched the first season, but I've got to get ready to watch the rest of it. My favorite show growing up, I was actually lucky enough to get, and that was Robotech. I loved Robotech. It was and right next to it is my favorite director, Hitchcock. I've been blessed, guys. I've been blessed and lucky enough to get some of the stuff in my collection that I never thought I was going to get. When I started collecting movies, I thought I'd maybe find some stuff. But I've been lucky enough to be able to increase my collection, and it just made me more passionate about the stuff that I do. And I'm lucky to have somebody that shares my passion. Almost every story that I relate to about collecting something usually starts with, and my better half got me this, or showed me this. And it's true. You have to have somebody that's, one, patient with you. But you got to have somebody that can understand your passion as well. And TJ, you're lucky enough to have that with Tina. You both have your own film passions, and they can be very divergent, but it's amazing when it happens like that. But that is what this video has been all about. Talking about some of the stuff that I love. And I'm not sure if you ever picked it up, Hannah, but this is the companion set to the Kinski collection that you got. This is the Herzog Kinski one, and worth picking up. I've got, of course, when I'm not watching movies, I'm reading about movies or listening to soundtracks of movies, even on 8-track. Yeah, it's an obsession. It's a passion of mine. Needless to say, I have to definitely be joining Nathan's Blu-ray Anonymous Club, because that's pretty much, this is my life and this is my passion. I have my films, my art, my writing, my family, my kids, who I love dearly, and the person holding the camera who means more to me than anything else in the world. Thank you guys for sharing with me just a tour of part of my passion, and later on I'm hoping to do an upstairs tour when I get that cleaned up just a little bit more. But thanks for watching, guys. You guys are fantastic. I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. There's a lot more unboxing and stuff to come. There's even more tomorrow, because I shouldn't have spent money, but I did. And for me right now, I desperately need some more caffeine, because I don't look hyped up enough. So it's time for tea.